Hare Krishna, welcome. Today we want to show you, or we want to tell you about 10 reasons why we love to be Hare Krishnas. Because we had a lot of questions under our videos why we changed our religion or why we exactly came to this path. So we thought, okay, we talked today about our 10 top reasons why we came and stay in the Hare Krishna movement.
Yeah, we got a lot of, I think this was the main questions of the people. You know, what are Germans doing in India and practicing Hare Krishna consciousness? And I think we want to go more in detail with this question, and let's start.
Let's start. But before, just to clarify, so the path we are in is officially called Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So the path of our religion is Gaudiya Vaishnavism, but in the West, this movement is popularly known as the Hare Krishna movement. So just to clarify this maybe. Okay, reason number 1.
Reason number 1 I wrote down is convincing philosophy. So when you look at the Vedic scriptures, specifically Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and when you personally have a lot of questions in your life, for example, where you're from, why you're here, what is this world all about, then the Vedas, they give a lot of answers. And for me, all these answers were very convincing, that we are a spiritual soul, that we're not this body, that there's a repeating of birth and death, and there's the law of karma. When you do something to somebody, you get it back. It's action and reaction. So there's a lot of convincing arguments, also logical arguments for me, for the bigger questions in life. And this was very, very convincing for me, the philosophy.
Reason number 2, atmosphere. The atmosphere when you go in the temple is for me something very enlivening. Just this spiritual praying mood, this totally center of the singing and the altar and the lectures, and this atmosphere this is creating is something really magical for me. And I always felt like, wow, I'm in the right time in the right place. Atmosphere.
Third reason is that when I started to become a Hare Krishna, I had a very strong feeling and a very strong urge also, but I felt like guided. That Krishna is somehow showing me the path. That it was really the right thing to do. I met the devotees. It was very mystical also how I met the devotees, how I got to know the devotees, how I went with the devotees to India, how they showed me India. So it was very mystical, and I have really the feeling Krishna is showing me the path. So I felt like, okay, there is God, and He's telling me, do this, become a Hare Krishna. Like that. Wow. It was, it was difficult, in our culture to go this way. So it was difficult for me, but I had this strong feeling I should do that.
Nice. Reason number 4. Stories. I love stories. Even before I knew about all this Hare Krishna philosophy, this Vaishnava philosophy, I was collecting fairy tales from all over the world. And but there was mostly some missing point in this fairy tales. Or I felt somehow I really was attracted to this, but on the same time I felt something is missing. And then when I came to this Krishna consciousness, and I heard all the stories about God and all the incarnations of God, and then all these the molds of the stories, and this was something very wonderful, something where I can now still dive in, and we have so many places we can travel to, and we can hear about what happened there, and then so many. I mean, almost every book we have in this Hare Krishna movement, in this Vaishnavism, is story or different stories, one after another, and this is something very attractive for me. All the stories.
Reason number 5, I wrote down devotee association. And of course, when you come in contact with Krishna consciousness, there's devotees. And I immediately had many good friends in Krishna consciousness, friends, also well-wishers, senior devotees who helped me and guided me. And just being around with Hare Krishna devotees, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience, and I learned a lot. They gave me a lot of input, and yeah, I really have to say that's the best and most moral and happiest, jolliest people I ever met in my life. Hare Krishna devotees. I can, without doubt, say that.
They're sweet and funny.
Sweet and funny. Sweet, funny, and
loving.
Many of them were very special.
Yes.
So, devotee association.
Reason number 6, role models. It's a little bit different from devotee association. It's like, the role models you have in your life, people you look up to. Of course, they are also devotees, but there's one kind of devotees you're friend with. I think this was the point you made before, but also this role models, these human beings you really look up to because of their what they're doing, because of their selfless service, because of their humility, because of their happy eyes, and you're wondering, why do they have so happy eyes? What they did in their lives that they have such an effulgence, and then you want to learn from them how to be happy. And there are some, also many. I mean, when you think about, there are really a lot of persons in this Hare Krishna movement where I really look up to, and where I really want to have or develop some of their very good qualities.
Reason number 7. This leads us from good association, from role models, to this person, why we actually, all of us, got to know this Hare Krishna movement, and why we are actually here, and this is Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, he was the one who started this movement in the Western countries. He went in the 60s, he went to New York, to America, and started this movement. And he was the one who translated all the books and started preaching, and gave us this movement, gave us the Hare Krishna mantra and the whole philosophy. So we're very grateful and thankful to him that we got the chance. Without him, we wouldn't have the chance to even got in touch with this Hare Krishna movement. So with him, everything started. Srila Prabhupada.
Reason number 8, holy name. Kirtan. Everyone, I think, who really tried before to sit seriously in a kirtan and chant the holy name has some experience. I think something happened in the heart. At least it happened in my heart a lot of times when I really tried to sit very seriously in the kirtan and chant the holy names. It gave me a happiness, which I cannot compare, and it's something I would like to perfect more and to experience more, and holy name. What can I say more to the holy name?
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun, yes.
It's just fun to chant Hare Krishna in association with devotees, and chant kirtan and chant in front of the deities. It's just wonderful, and you get immediately experience that this is, something wonderful. Okay, the reason number 9 is when you practice for some time or when you start spiritual path in general, I think, and especially when I joined the Hare Krishna movement, you're getting a lot of realizations. You start chanting, you start practicing spiritual life, you maybe live in a temple or live with the family and live a more religious life, and then you more and more realize that there is actually, there's truth in all what is written in the scriptures, that there is a God who is guiding us, there is God who is providing for us and making arrangements, and you get more and more realizations about yourself and about your relationship with God. And I think this is one reason why you stick to the process and experience joy and just like to be part of it, because it makes sense and you get a lot of realizations.
Reason number 10, the goal. I really like the goal. I like the goal, how it is described in the scriptures, where this spiritual process we follow, where does it lead us? And this is that we can have a personal, individual relationship with God. And we can read in the scriptures about other individuals who have already this relationship, and it is described just very wonderful. And I like to work on my relationship with God, and I'm really, it's a happy path. It's a happy path to go this way to Krishna. So these were our 10 reasons why we love to be in the Hare Krishna movement.
Probably we can mention many more reasons.
Prasadam. For example, it's the overall.
That's the actual reason. We love prasadam. That is why we're here. But today we have a special guest.
Yeah, special guest.
Special guest is here. Come here, our special guest, and tell us what your reason why you would like to be Hare Krishna. Come. Hey, it's Padma Radhika. So, why you like to be a Hare Krishna?
Because I like the prasadam.
You like the prasadam also, huh? What's your favorite prasadam?
Pasta.
Pasta prasadam. Okay, thank you very much.
Where are you? Where's your face? There.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
And please come up with more questions and maybe some other idea. And if you like this kind of style that we're just answering your questions, we can do that. So please comment below if you have more questions to us, and we try to answer them. Okay, all the best to you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, reason number 3.
You can change this to prasad. We don't have prasad in anything.
Prasadam. Number 3 was prasadam. I just love prasadam. We have the best food in the whole world. It's all vegetarian. It's just the prasadam is just so convincing. I like to eat. I like to taste, and so prasadam just convinced me to come the first time in the temple and to stay in the temple and to stay in the Hare Krishna movement. Prasadam. I love prasadam.
Should we maybe explain what prasadam is? Maybe some
Prasadam
don't know.
is vegetarian food that was offered to Krishna. With, cooked and offered with love and devotion, and then, we offer it to Krishna on the altar, and then it comes back, and then we eat it ourselves, and we are very happy eating Krishna's prasadam.
10 reasons
10
why we love being Hare Krishna.
Why we love being Hare Krishna. You love being Hare Krishna?
Yes.
Why?
Because we don't kill animals.
Okay.
We happy all life.
We're happy all life, okay.
And
Don't know, we're happy all life. It's quite something already.
I know. Because Krishna sent us a huge temple. What they're still building now.
Because they're building a huge temple, huh? For Krishna.
And I'm excited what's gonna be inside.
You excited what you be inside? Yeah, me too.